we're back to Warcraft. This is Kaho versus Meteor. Once again, we have a clear favorite and a clear underdog. Kaho, of course, the top 4 finisher of the War3 Champions Finals. Meteor, no real great results to his name yet, and according to my stats, it's also a first time ever in competitive Warcraft.
Yeah, I haven't seen the good young man in some time. Our most avid viewers may remember him back from WGL qualifier days, where we saw Meteor quite a bit, with other players like Bike in the pack. For those who remember, he had some decent games, he had some decent showings, but not to the same extent as we have seen Kaho do so well recently. Kaho, a really fun story to follow recently in Warcraft 3. You just mentioned his War3 Champions exploits. I checked his ladder rankings earlier today, and I saw he got past 2,600 MMR.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
Yeah. He's also grinding like a madman, if I'm not mistaken. Like top 3, okay, top 3 is always happy, but apart from that, yeah, he's very, very high up in the list.
Yeah, purely as far as MMR goes, by the way, he's right on par with Lin at the moment.
Oh, sick.
If they should meet and he beats him, that would be sick. But, you know, he's really good. He's improved a lot. It's been visible on ladder as well. Don't want to take anything away from him there. But there is still some truth to the fact that ladder is always a bit different from tournaments. A little bit of mind games come into play, a little bit of nerves come into play, a little bit of reaction to your opponent come more into play here. He's certainly still a big favorite here. But if you should go up against Lin, which seems likely, then we're really going to see what the lad is made of. Oh, of good last hitting skills. That's what he's made of. He's going to get that water elemental here, pick up a bit more experience. And Meteor is going for an unconventional creep route. Went for the natural creep first, but had to send the peasants back. They were too hurt. Still far away from level 3. And still not expanding so far.
Nor teching. This is odd, but I like it. You know, the standard has proven to be very, very painful for human until the expansion is up and tier 2 gets rolling. So why not try something else? If you're the underdog, play unconventional. And he got level 3 very early on. Problem for him is tier 2 by Kaho is already halfway done, and level 3 is right around the corner.
All right, boys have been called again. Time for the expansion finally. The Wisp should be seeing this for Kaho. And it's a level 3 keeper by the time the Expo's coming up. This is an amazing early game for Kaho. I mean, I can kind of second what you're saying there, you know, go for your own build. Maybe it can work out. You are the underdog and all that. But this build definitely also has weaknesses with the fact that the expansion is so late. But what's cool is the AM can pressure with level 3 at the same time as the Expo is coming. That's pretty neat. And can look to put on a bit of damage here himself.
Yeah, I like the idea. Keep the Night Elf busy. Keep him in the bottom of the map. Keep him away from your Expo and ideally kick a Moonwell that could, okay, now not prevent the second hero anymore. No defend. That's a little bit of an issue against all these archers. And the Moonwell is still standing. Lots of Moon Juice used. Wisps were detonated. Moon? No, what was I lost my train of thought here, but hey, Expo's coming up.
Second hero Panda would be the normal addition here for Kaho. There he is. Oh, this could still be a tasty barbecue up in the north. And then some man flesh. Could be back on the menu, boys. Panda doing his best orc impression. Those are the Urukai, Neo, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, quite very much aware. Today is Lord of the Rings Day. I give it to you. I give it to you. Get all the references out. Here it is. Look at this panda, man. He looks so jolly. He looks so happy. And he's so vicious in what he does to the poor workforce, the poor labor.
Arcane at least finishes. This was very much needed, but still the damage is noticeable. Keeper has a telestaff, by the way. Once he cleans up this footy attack, he can join the rest of the party gang up north. Cancel on the lore. Okay, big delay on the Dryads, that's for sure. But also a lot of footymans going down here.
And tier 3 has started, so it's not even that important. More important is to have that expansion running. With a handful of militia, it can do some damage, but really not too much. Seems like Kaho is a bit overwhelmed with the multitasking at the moment in his own base. That's another cancel right here. Lost an archer as well. Of course, traded it once again. No Breath of Fire anymore as the Arcane Tower did a phenomenal job, but there's more slaughter coming.
Let's keep it over 4, dude. Oh, it's not a good time. 1 entangle plus 2 hits is always a kill on a footy, and then he can turn his attention towards Archmage or Water Elemental, whatever it may be, and he still has the Telestaff ready. Just wants to make sure this lure is coming up. The next entangle ensures it. We'll have to see a shop here as well for Kaho, for clarities and so on. Good move by the Archmage now, with its own Telestaff coming home to finally defend. But we have a lot of peasant deaths once again. I feel like I may have seen this once or twice before.
The panda didn't creep a single spot and he has 290 experience. That tells you how good this harass was. The expo might be up, the town hall might be up, but it's not running. And
wait, what's that experience? We can put that together mathematically. 290. So that's 250 from peasants. That's 10 peasants and a footy. Yikes.
That's quite a bit. Yeah, gotta rebuild. Meteor is still on tier 1, 8 minutes in. Now starts the tech, but the panda is hungry for more. And you know what? There was a lot of kills, and the keeper wasn't even involved.
Yes, the experience lead is pretty outrageous here. Some archers finally gonna go down. Alright, Meteor is getting, you know, something done. And Kaho, at least himself, is also very low on supply. But he can now start the bear and dry production in a moment if he wants to. Shop finished. Time for the Moonstone. Time for some clarities. And tier 3 swiftly approaches, and that's a scary tier 3 timing.
Yeah, especially when you're still on tier 1. It's an entire tech and 3/4 of another tech. That cow is ahead. That's insane. That's undoable.
And now we got the Ore plus Entangle. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. The lore cancels now, finally showing their worth. The bears are indeed delayed immensely. Look at the panda, he's in trouble as well. Water Elemental applying a bit of pressure, but peaceful. It's about to be finished, and then even these elementals are not going to be so scary anymore.
Nah, nothing's really scary, except maybe the Archmage level, but yeah, 6 seconds, 5 seconds away from the hard counter to Water Elementals. You're right on the dot. Bears coming, Ritu coming, and I guess he can just drive Meteor back with the Keeper alone.
Struggling a bit with the camp. The slap isn't the easiest. Oh, boulder to the face.
Greater healing.
What was that game? I casted a game the other day. It was on AZ. Oh, god damn it. And I think it was a Demon Hunter where he crept the red camp and he got boulder tossed 5 times and then he got creep jacked.
Oh my god.
And in the end he died. Sad. But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes, eh?
Yeah.
Kaho made one rather big mistake, which is forgetting about the Moonwell. Stuck at 40 supply for a long time here. Shredder, always a costly investment that again buys more time for Meteor, and one shudders at the thought of saying this, but he might be stabilizing.
Okay, if you say so. Panda, once again out of range of the arcane. Hesitant to move in again. So much time for the Keeper though, close to 5. And he contains Meteor. Just with a handful of Dryads. But yeah, Blood Mage, Rifles, Casters, all coming. But so is the Keeper.
I think a Bear Bus is the worst thing that Kaho can do here though. It's of course easy kind of for us to say. We know how much army Meteor has with our view. It's very little. For Kaho it's harder to tell. But, you know, with Militia, with Towers, a Bear Bus might be held. Oh, but the Archmage, nice around with the Treants. That was cool.
Now next to the shop. Breath may be a little too early, but no. It was very far in the back. Anyway, heal scroll consumed, potion consumed. That's expensive. Now the Blood Mage is coming in, alongside long rifle upgrades. And Cow is supply blocked. The Moonwell is a little too late, so we have to wait for bears a little. But now shop is down as well. Meteor doing better than initially expected after the 6-minute mark. But still in trouble.
Yeah, if Kaho just expands here himself, he's still in a great spot. But it's always scary to go for that late expo timing. You never know how close the human death ball is. Like I said, it's easy for us to see. There's not many resources, not many upgrades yet. So in fact, Meteor is still far, far away from being able to be aggressive himself. But for Kaho, it's harder to tell. He wants to get up to 50 supply first and fight right now while he knows he's so strong.
Yeah, no death ball yet. More of a cotton ball. Potion can be used on the panda, or he can just move away. Nice little attack. More peasant slaughter. Easy grind towards level 5. Oh, almost. Would have been 2 more kills here. Siphon is of course sweet, but this blood mage barely moving anymore. Death to the panda.
Popped him. Yeah, this is always the tough position for the human, holding on against an eye of tier 3 when you have hardly anything. And this is a good move by Kaho indeed, applying pressure while he still has that full map control. Militia Call could have been used by now. A little bit late there on the draw. Here we have it finally, but that would have been ideally the case when the Blood Mage was still here. Anyways, bears are here, so is Riju, the keeper, tanking like a boss. And he's level 5 already. The experience of the first hero here, absolutely outrageous.
Plus 19 damage for a second as the roar was still there. Also not too bad. Water Elementals provide more and more and more experience for the panda as well, who's closing in on 4 already. This XP graph is absurd. And he's just base raiding basically with Dryads. Oh, Archmage blocked in between the 2 Sanctums. The Telestaff in 10, but that won't save him.
Oh man, if the AM survives, maybe he can finally stabilize. But the bears come in from the main base. The double rejuve bears. I heard they are pretty decent in this new Warcraft version.
Who asked for this change? It won't change anything. It changed quite a bit.
The day that Starshape lost the last bit of his credibility. I remember.
Not only him. There were multiple elves saying this.
Shout out to all the elves who are
nice to us and smart.
Nice to us and blessed in so many ways.
Exactly. So red spot now. Kaho can. Huh?
You know, in Lord of the Rings, normally the elves all look very royal and like wise ancient beings, normally with long hair and stuff. Kevin has no hair at all. Do you think that makes him sad, being the one elf that is left out?
No, he's a trendsetter. I think you don't know what happens in the new Lord of the Rings series. Maybe they cut off all the elf hair.
You know, fun fact, and this is something that I wasn't expecting, there are a lot of elves with short hair. Not bald hair. Not a bald head. Not no hair.
Not yet.
You know, they didn't go full Breaking Bad hairstyle. But, you know, short hair, definitely. And I was a bit set aback because I don't think I've ever seen an elf with short hair before. Is there an elf with short hair in Warcraft?
The town is under siege.
Well, it seems like they normally always have the long hair. Like you back in your glory days.
My glory days?
When you were, you know, wearing metal chains and such.
Yeah, that's what you call my glory days, dude?
Yeah, that was peak Neo.
Well, for your lulz, maybe. Mr. Baggy Pants and XXXL shirt.
Oh, yes. I am by no means saying that my teenage years weren't a catastrophe either. They certainly were.
That's what they're supposed to be.
Was the case with many of us.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to be. Make mistakes. What do we got here? Abby
this was a great teenage episode for Meteor then, am I right, boys? Because he's suffering for those mistakes. Here comes the next attack from Kaho, who's also setting up the expansion on the high ground, showing us his confidence. Double level 5. Utterly ridiculous power now on these heroes.
It's kind of an accomplishment that he made it to 60 supply. And he is 10-15 supply ahead, but he's also facing 5 heroes on the way to ultimates, on the way to mountain giants, on the way to fairy dragons, on the way to 2-base. The stars don't align for Meteor yet.
Where is his meteoric rise? One must wonder.
I never got this saying. A meteor doesn't rise, it falls.
Yeah, but it's sudden and very impactful. And
It's not sudden. People can see meteors like months before they come to Earth.
only if you're looking. We are gamers, Neo. We sit inside, we stare at screens. When have you seen the sun for the last time? Much less a meteor.
Well, I think I've never seen a meteor. I'm not 100% sure. But I saw the sun today because I went to the bakery.
Liar.
No, I went to the bakery, got some nice breakfast.
All right.
Ah.
Lucky break for you. That was the first time in 2 weeks. Good that today was your day.
Yeah, it's true. A really lucky day for me for you to ask this question.
True. You know, there's this new meme going on the internet where people keep saying that people have to touch grass. Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
I don't exactly know what it's all about. The panda is all about doing damage, though. Broken haze, breath of fire. Oh! Bye-bye. Blood mage. You know, he's supposed to be immortal, being an elf and all. Doesn't look so immortal here.
Yo, that looked like a mosh pit at a Terror concert. Holy moly. Kaho can just... I think Kaho enjoys this a ton. Like, he can basically do whatever. He can build the army composition however he likes. He's just waiting for the sweet, sweet tranquility. And I think touching grass, just, you know, getting away from the computer, get outside a bit, relax, sit down, stuff like that.
So do they mean like all you nerds, you know, don't stop, don't complain about everything, and you know, chill out and don't be so sensitive?
Yeah, no, I think it's more about relaxing a little, not get too worked up over certain things.
Okay. Yeah, I still don't quite understand it. Oh, level 6. That's when Kaho understands this game is over, and so does Meteor. And that's the 1-0.
1-0 indeed. Pretty solid performance by Kaho. Not many mistakes were made at all. I approve of this Kaho kid.
Touching grass means entangling roots. You know what? You're not right. You're being touched by grass, though. It's a bit involuntary, I believe.
It depends. Some people might like it. Don't kink shame.
Am I in the player slot for you when you look at the lobby?
I am not able to join this lobby.
Okay, I think it's bogey.
I think so too. We should really teach them to create numbered lobbies and not use the same again.
Well, some say you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
That's, I don't care what some people
Who
say.
said that? Cats, probably.
I can't start anything at the moment. Ah, getting better. Accelerating. Yep, coming.
WTF is this touch grass thing? That's exactly what I was wondering a couple days ago. JSLRX.
That's...
It's a new meme that I'm not quite so familiar with yet.
Isn't it out for like a month? Because I am pretty much aware of this for a long time. If I am pretty much aware of a meme that it has to be on 9gag already. If that's the...
Oh my god, still a 9gag?
No. But, you know.
Yeah, normally I'm the meme patrol, but here I got caught on the wrong foot, I'm afraid.
What's the game name? Do you know?
No, I'm also guessing at the moment.
Okay, time to look at me, chat. New lobby. Kung Fu Kanalratte, thank you for the 31-month resub. Master Splinter, it's very nice of you to be here with us. Oh, same game name as before.
Yep. We got it figured out, folks. What's your opinion about Stormgate? Very exciting. Very cool to see the old Blizzard veterans doing something new. And it has a lot of hype. And I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, I was a little... Like, they sent out a newsletter, and I thought, oh, maybe we get some excitement. He just leaves. How rude. But he has the wireless CORSAIR headset, so he can still listen to me. So it's no problem at all. So it's not rude at all. They sent out a newsletter, and I thought, okay, there might be some news in there. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So yeah, I'm kind of hungry for more.
Well, if you feel very hungry during the break, you can also try to test out the Huel package, Neo, for Swift. Meal on the go. Very nutritious, very healthy, and lots of protein for your gains.
Not only proteins, also vitamins. You know, I try to shake up my nutrition a little bit on the healthier side, which is not that hard for me because I come from the very, very lower end. And Huel is helping me with that. Cheers. Oh, wrong.
Did your game crash?
Nope. Yours did.
It sure did. The game's still going?
Yep.
Well, okay then. Ah, the new patch. Isn't it cool?
Okay, we restart just for you.
I could have started without me, but alright, fair enough. Thank you.
I hope they realize that this is supposed to be a restart then. Yeah. TeD is always taking care of us. We take care of TeD. TeD takes care of us. Ah, that's super nice.
Alright. Hopefully doesn't bug again. Fingers crossed. Sometimes you have to have faith, Neo, and trust that things will go well. Shouldn't be a problem for an optimist like you.
You're still making these jokes about me being a pessimist, but you know what? I have changed a little bit, and you noticed that as well. You're just in on the old meme still.
Well, as long as I don't say epic fail, I think the memes are not too old yet. I'm very glad that that fad ended pretty quickly.
Quickly? I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's probably the same way that I will feel once this disple is over.
Oh, it's gonna take some time, bro. That's gonna take some time. I still find it a bit weird that people nowadays in Germany, I think this is exclusively, still use lost as an adjective for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's so lost.
Yeah.
I think it's totally fine.
Okay, so I still find it a bit weird.
And for a lot of people, it's also very, very fitting.
That's maybe it's old man Remo. You know, I'm maybe to get to that age, wondering like, how do these people talk? Like, what's going on here?
What's going on here is a good question for some people unfamiliar with the tavern build, because an altar is missing, and this is supposed to be a Beastmaster, but could also be a Dark Ranger. We've seen her twice in like 100 games recently, so she's on the rise.
Yeah, pretty cool. Very old school hero, dating back way to early Warcraft days with like Nicker and Remind and Moon. We used to see quite a bit of Dark Ranger. Very good early game for creeping. Can be very strong with level 3 and those minions and stuff against footies. However, nowadays the Keeper also proves to be very strong against footmen. But especially when there's many creeps to go for, the Dark Ranger can be good. All that being said, the Beastmaster is still better if you want to take out this Mercamp right away, because of the tanking and damage power that the Beastie Boy and the Bayer have right away.
Cool, yeah, thank you. Arius for the 18-month resub, Abbey Road for the Prime sub, and the nickname that always gets me, Serhai Yovu with a 17-month resub. Thanks for all your work. Hope Foggy strikes back.
Thank you. Yeah, I think he will have a much better chance in the lower bracket. If you should play against Meteor especially, I love seeing Foggy as Night Elf versus Human. Oftentimes he also goes balls to the wall, aggressive with mass hunts all in and stuff. Can be very exciting. Meteor is definitely the big underdog. in this group today. We knew that ahead of time. He made things fairly competitive on map 1, but Kaho was still certainly in control.
The Beastmaster has been confirmed. Kaho, not the great innovator. Look at this block by Meteor. Not bad. Yeah, I would say he's the big underdog in this entire tournament. There were 2 spots for the open qualifier. One went to Soin, who's a world-class player, and the other is Meteor. So, yeah. All groups combined, he is definitely seed 16, I would say.
Yeah. Doesn't seem too far off. If we compare ELO or MMR points, I think that might also be the result. Meteor is going for the classic Beastmaster counter. Don't go for the expansion. Don't give him the opportunity, but rather play aggressive. But Kaho also reacting well. Doesn't start the Merc camp right away. That would have been very greedy, but rather takes the smaller camps. And against that, there's not so much that Meteor can do.
True that. A little bit of aggression, a little bit of chip damage, scares the bear away, but there's already a new one. Level 2 on the Beastmaster for Quillbeast. Lots of mana thanks to these items. These items are really nice. Also nice, the Sentry Ward for Meteor. Next to the Mercenary camp, we'll also see Peasants in Transit once he goes for a possible expand Peasants in Transit? No, a Tree in Transit to see where creeping is done. So lots of information from just one charge of one item.
Yeah, I thought Kaho may have even seen or heard it being placed, but I guess he didn't. Otherwise, he could reveal here pretty easy. Kaho still being very cautious. He knows the opponent might be laying in wait for the nighttime ambush, but wants to pull the camp. Didn't quite work out, and that might be a blessing in disguise, because this stops him from really engaging, as Meteor still would love to find some kills here.
Yeah, hard, but maybe with the help of the creeps, which are now getting involved. Boulder to the face. Archmage blocks the Beastmaster, who has no cloak. So it's a little precarious here. Archmage also down to 50%. It's a wild early game.
This could be a good moment for Beastmaster Boots. Just chase around this Archmage now. He's so hurt. This is very hard now for the old man to get involved in this game. Might also help in chasing down Fruities. Because those footies are a bit tough to deal with without, since they have defend. But this is again where the bear comes in. Doesn't care about those raised shields. He just paws through. He goes, wow. And he claws at him.
That's not a cat, it's a bear.
Bro, you've never heard of bear in real life.
Of course I went to the zoo.
No, you didn't.
Maybe I grew up in a zoo.
That's more plausible. You were raised by penguins.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, I'm also a Batman villain.
Ancient of War has fallen. This is pretty damn annoying. No more creeping can be easily done here by Kaho at the Merc camp at least, but the good thing is the Beastmaster with the summons can still creep plenty of other camps. Archer trying to hide. Oh, but there was a sentry there. That's a bit unfortunate. 2 archers going down. Not the end of the world, but honestly, normally the usual way this game goes, this matchup goes on this map is a tier 2 push with rifles, level 3 Archmage, Blood Mage, you know, all that, towers and so on. And there, having lost 2 archers could indeed be painful then with the timing.
But he prevented level 3 Beastmaster for a while. That's nice. Beastmaster also on the northern side of the map, waiting for the Demon Hunter and Dryads. While the Blood Mage is already out. There's casters, there's long rifles, there's priests, there's upgrades. Not a super bad position for Meteor, especially compared to the first game.
I feel like we still have to clear this zoo thing up. How many zoos have you been to?
How many different ones?
Yeah. Oh my god, there's a great band that's called How Many Zoos, interestingly. And they make amazing trumpet music. But yeah, how many zoos have you gone to?
I really don't know, but at least 6 or 7?
What?
Yeah. Is that a low amount? Is that a high amount? I don't know.
That's a high amount, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm not sure if I've been to more than 1 zoo.
Just because your parents don't love you.
Good one, Neo. Haha. Nobody saw that one coming. But like normally there's not too many zoos in close vicinity in the same area. Like there's no way Wiesmoor had a zoo or Aurich had a zoo. Like
oh no. But we went to places. We went to different cities. And then we went to
Hanover probably has one. Bremen has one. There's one in Amsterdam, I would assume. But where are the other 3 zoos? Hamburg?
Well,
Okay.
Hamburg is one of the most famous zoos in all of Germany. Also pretty shady in hindsight. Berlin. I went to Paris. There is one in East Frisia, actually. Oh, that demon hunter. Okay, gets away. The legendary Tierpark Thule. That's spent a lot of time there.
Yeah. I only remember having been to the Karlsruhe Zoo. I haven't been to too many as a child. But the point I was trying to get to, the bears they have are normally always only one kind, right? It's always only polar bears, right? Where
No,
are the other bears
they
at?
also have brown bears.
They do?
Yes.
I can only remember the polar bears.
Is that bear racism? That you only remember the white bears?
If you are worried about racism with bears, you have to look toward yourself, bro, not toward me.
Why? I remember the second bear.
That's like saying, you prefer red ants to black ants, you racist. And that is the problem. Oh, here's the push. Rifle push, we were expecting this one. And it's not looking too bad for Kaho, if you ask me. The AP was taken out. This one not rooted quickly enough. Seems like a pretty big mistake by Kaho indeed. And the master training not quite finished. In fact, still pretty far away. Meteor with a pretty good chance here of possibly winning this one. The Demon Hunter second was a risky choice. Normally we see the Naga second more often for the Night Elves in this kind of position. And the Banish for save is looking pretty nice. Another archer goes down and the next. That's all archer now dead. And it's all up to the bears at this point.
Alrighty. Also, easy kill on the Dryad on the left-hand side. Lovely levels now for Archmage and Blood Mage. The Master Bears have to carry this, I guess. Tower is up for 2/3. This Demon Hunter is really not working out well. Also banished a lot, so no damage. Beastmaster has to pull the town portal. Boy, oh boy, what a save! Look at this, 6 HP. Gets it after a little dispel. But yeah, there's barely anything left for Kaho.
That Dryad's always sniped nicely early on. Does he have another dispel ready? I think he has the mana for one at least. But here come the wisps as well. Could be big detonates to drain more of the mana. Now the priests are completely dry. And now the bears can be really strong. And here come the fresh bears. The double rejuve. Bears, hallelujah. But since they're so close to the main, it might be rejuve and roar. And Kaho may just be able to hold ever so barely.
Barely. That's true. That arcane is gone. No big longevity here. Level 2 mana burn versus level 1 siphon mana. Demon Hunter might just win the mana war with that. Moon Juice dry, but it soon turns nighttime. And now we got an orb online as well.
And against so many bears, it's really hard to properly kite. This is where the micro has to come in by Meteor. But oh my god, the rifles are taking so much damage. The rejuve doing a tremendous job. Heal scroll used, rifles healed, but they always have to kite. It's so hard to put in the necessary damage and so many bears.
Oh, again, the Archmage getting mauled down to 50%. Solid saves in the back. Priest is taking care of the damage dealers, but it's a little overwhelming now. 2 rifles down. The third one also not in the perfect position. Meteor running out of steam. Creeps are getting involved now too.
The Rock Golem almost survived last refuge, but in the end he shall still fall. Will be to the human here. Level 3 and 4 are around the corner on the human side. Does that really change much though? I'm not so sure.
Me neither. It's so many bears. Feels like sometimes Meteor is forgetting about a unit or a hero. There's always something trailing behind. Got a bit of mana off of this though. Sorks are coming. They're absolutely necessary for slow. But that's about it. Unfortunate find with the Scourge Bone Chimes as well. No level 4 on the Archmage starts to hurt without level 2 Brilliance Aura. And now we're catching reinforcements. Easy.
Upgrades here for Kaho would also be so strong. Just one attack upgrade, one armor upgrade would go a long way. And it's going to force the TP out, buying more time for himself. Now he can go for scrolls if he wants. He can creep the red camp. Kaho in a super strong position.
Yeah. Not getting nervous or shaky at all. He knew his win condition, was working towards that, was just holding on. Nice defensive position for him. And now the pressure is off, and he has a solid mid and late game.
I wonder if... What's the best move here now for Meteor? Like, either he can creep up a bit more, buy some heal scrolls, get 60 or 70 supply, push again, or he could even try to go tier 3. But whatever you do, giving the Knight Elf a lot of time for a big bear army always seems like a tough choice. In the past, of course, MK looked really good against bears with Clap, but not so much anymore nowadays, especially against the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, looks like he has a clear path. And that is breaking upkeep and push again. But Kaho says, you ain't coming close to my base again, my friend. I'll just destroy you here in the middle of the map. No mana burn though. That was nicely played. But the Blood Mage, is of course a channeling spell. Can't move during Siphon. And the bears just surround him. See? He forgot about him.
Yeah, that one took a little bit longer than ideal. Blood Mage using the Banish, but that's what the one Dryad is here for. Dispelling the Banish. Very nice. Couple of bashes coming out from the Raging Bear. Showing a few more kills there. Demon Hunter now level 4. Very hard to bring down, especially with all the items that he had. Used one potion of healing earlier. Still has that Ankh. I'm not sure that Meteor is aware that he has the Ankh. He's focusing heavy on this demon. Triggers the item in the end, but there was a lot of time where the bears could really claw away at the opposition, and that is GG 2-0. Seemed like he had it there in the palm of his hand for just a little while, but good hold. Strong hold by Kaho.
Looked very good indeed. 2-0 for Lin, 2-0 for Kaho. And the winners shall meet each other now in the winner bracket final, where we determine the first playoff participant for, I think, later in September. It's a little split, this tournament, and Foggy will have to face Meteor, which he shouldn't underestimate at all. There was a solid performance. If Foggy is not bringing his A game, he might be eliminated very soon in this group.
Yeah, I would say Foggy still certainly has good chances. If everything goes according to plan here, Lin will take first place and then Foggy will have another shot. But surprises have happened before. Lin can't be too sure, and as we know all too well, once you start misstepping against Night Elf, things can get a little wobbly. And this is going to be interesting now. You know, Kaho, we've seen him rise the ranks, improve more and more, but now he's going to go up against one of the old gods, and I wonder how he's going to fare there.
I'm pretty excited about that one. Sending you into a small break, and then we're back with the winner bracket final of Lin versus Kaho.